If you want to improve your English writing, this video is for you. I'm going to show you a sentence that contains one writing mistake. Your task is to read it carefully and spot the error before the time runs out. You'll have 5 seconds before I explain the answers. Let's begin. Look at the first sentence and try to spot the mistake. In this sentence, there is one clear error related to preposition use. The phrase aware about is incorrect in standard English. The adjective aware is normally followed by the preposition of not about. So we should say aware of something, not aware about something. The corrected sentence should be, although many people are aware of the environmental consequences, they still rely on private vehicles. Let's move on to the next sentence. Take your time and read it carefully. In this sentence, there is one main error related to verb patterns. The verb avoid is not followed by to plus verb. Instead, avoid should be followed by a gerund, which is the ing form of the verb. The corrected sentence should be, many students avoid participating in class discussions due to fear of making mistakes. Let's move on to the next sentence. Take your time and read it carefully. In this sentence, there is one main error related to article use. The word internet is a singular countable noun in this context, so it needs a definite article. Saying internet has significantly changed sounds incomplete in formal writing. We should say the internet when we are talking about it in general. The corrected sentence should be, the internet has significantly changed the way people communicate in modern society. Let's move on to the next sentence. Take your time and read it carefully. In this sentence, there is one main error related to word form. The verb motivate is used incorrectly here. After the verb remain, we need an adjective, not a base verb. So, remain motivate is incorrect. The correct adjective form is motivated. The corrected sentence should be, employees who feel appreciation are more likely to remain motivated at work. Let's move on to the next sentence. Take your time and read it carefully. In this sentence, there is one main error related to sentence structure. When a sentence begins with not only, it requires inversion, meaning the auxiliary verb should come before the subject. However, in this sentence, the normal word order, not only social media FX, is used, which is incorrect. To fix this, we need to move the auxiliary verb does before the subject social media and use the base form of the verb. The corrected sentence should be, not only does social media affect communication, but it also influences mental health. Let's move on to the next sentence. Take your time and read it carefully. In this sentence, there is one main error related to preposition use. The verb adapt is not followed by the preposition into. Instead, adapt is usually followed by to when we talk about adjusting to a new situation. So the phrase adapting into is incorrect. It should be adapting to. The corrected sentence should be, students often struggle with adapting to a new learning environment. Let's move on to the next sentence. Take your time and read it carefully. In this sentence, there is one main error related to noun number. The phrase young professional refers to people in general, not just one person. However, the noun is written in the singular form, which makes the sentence inaccurate. In this context, we need to use the plural form, young professionals. The corrected sentence should be, the increasing cost of living places a financial burden on young professionals. Let's move on to the next sentence. Take your time and read it carefully. In this sentence, there is one main error related to word form. The word flexible is an adjective, but in this structure, we need a noun after the phrase greater. So, greater flexible is incorrect. The correct noun form is flexibility. The corrected sentence should be, online learning provides students with greater flexibility in managing their time. Let's move on to the next sentence. Take your time and read it carefully. In this sentence, there is one main error related to noun form. The noun opinion is being used incorrectly in the plural here. When we talk about the general views of the public as a whole, opinion is usually used as an uncountable or collective noun. So, public opinions sounds unnatural in formal writing. The more natural and correct form is public opinion. The corrected sentence should be, news reports play an important role in shaping public opinion. Let's move on to the next sentence. Take your time and read it carefully. In this sentence, there is one main error related to subject-verb agreement. The subject of the verb works is who, which refers back to people. Because people is plural, the verb should also be plural. So, who works remotely is incorrect. The correct form is who work remotely. The corrected sentence should be, the number of people who work remotely has increased significantly. Alright, that's it for today. So, how many mistakes did you manage to spot? Let me know in the comments. If this kind of practice helps you improve your writing, please like the video and subscribe the channel for more error spotting lessons like this. We'll keep training your eye to notice mistakes faster and write more accurately. Thanks for watching, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.